Hello, today I'm going to talk about an intercultural conflict um, that got my interest because it's a new intercultural conflict. Which is the problem of this intercultural conflict? This conflict is Ecuador has presented the candidacies of Foreign Minister Maria Fernandez Espinosa for the presidency of the General Assembly of United Nations for the 73 sessions. Although there have no presidents from South America in a long time, like 19 years. Um, Honduras insists that Ecuador withdraw its candidacy due to a supposed treaty between both of nations. This supposed treaty or agreement was due by when in the previous government, which was led by Rafael Correa, and the foreign minister was Ricardo Patiño. What was the agreement? The agreement was between the two of countries in 2015. There was that Honduras will support Patricio Pazmiño Freire as a judge of the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. In exchange, Ecuador would support Honduras in the president of the General Assembly from the ONU. For this conflict, the cultural components of this conflict are. But first, we have to know that this conflict is in an international level. Why is it an international level? Because it is this problem is going through country to country, and the candidacy will be um will be something that could or could not damage some of the of the parts of the United Nations. For example, we have to know when an intercultural conflict is done in some countries that could make um, that can create conflict in a space of peaceful negotiations such as ONU or United Nations. So we have to do the complements of this one could be communication. In the part of the communication, you can say that it's a lack of communication because there wasn't some specific paper that both of the nations or the representatives of the nations signed it and said, okay, this is a deal, and our we have our agreement, and we have signed, and we have said, and we have to apply that. So for the newest government, presided by Lenin Moreno, he said that there wasn't any formal conversation that would be in preventing any kind of candidacies for Ecuador. The other is politics. Why is politics? It is because of the change of the government that we recently have. So we have to be aware that some policies and some treats that the last government had done would not be applied nowadays in this government. And that applies the government part because the government is the one which decides to apply or not apply some of the rules or the policies that we have. Also, we have to be aware that the government is the main authority in all the countries. So if the authority says that the candidates of the woman is going to be for the United Nations, it is going to be accepted for our country. But Honduras will say that the government isn't going to do that because they had an agreement. For this, I have a solution. The possible solution that we could that there could be or there they could apply is the dialogue between the foreign ministers of the countries. But but there could be some witness to see and watch the dialogue between them. So when they have the dialogue, they could create a new agreement where the nations are favored against being one of them elected to president and the United Nations. We have to know that the candidate of Ecuador, is going to give um, a really important change in the United Nations, or a small change it could be, because she is aware that every single person needs to be listened. Every single right needs to be done on everybody. So that's one of the proposals that she has to this, uh, to the um, to the candidacy of the United Nations Assembly. For future problems, if agreements are created, it must be done in writing and certified in document with witness. As I was saying before, there must be a document that certifies that both of the parts of the conflict were done, were doing or have done some agreement, and it was written, it was certified, so their problems like this wouldn't be done like that. And here are the words cited. Thank you so much.